Hello and welcome back to another beer review. I'm Ben the Beer Lad, and today I'm going to be doing the fifth and final Salt 5th birthday beer collection box thing. This one is the 8% birthday cake stout. There it is. This is, like I said, 8% to stout, and it's the last one of the box. I've enjoyed this box so far. I've done this as the last beer because it kind of, even though it's in the middle there, it kind of suggests that you should have it last, as everything else is sort of a trip down memory lane, so that kind of stuff. All the other beers have some relevance to past beers or the history of salt. This is apparently, from what I remember reading it, is a new beer completely. So this is why I'm doing it last. So I'll read the guff that's on it, and we'll go over the box and everything, and whether I enjoy it or not. So it says, we can't celebrate a birthday without cake, and to finish, and whilst a lot of these beers have been reminiscent of the past, it's time to look forward. That's why we've produced this birthday cake stout, built on a black lace base. More on that to come. For now, kick back and indulge. This silky smooth stout boasts flavors. This silky smooth stout boasts delicious flavors of rich chocolate, creamy coconut, and sweet vanilla. But not just that, the complex malt bill creates a slight roasted flavor combined with light coffee and dark caramel, one to be savored and always enjoyed. It says that on there. It also will say it on the back of the can. It says everything's been reminiscent of the past. Obviously, nuclear fog's nuclear fog. Icky is icky. Origins is the first lager. Double Surge was to do with another beer they had, and then they just renamed it and made it better, bigger and bolder and stuff. So all of them have past references and stuff. It's to do with salt. This is completely new. So that's it. It looks great. Just double checking the guff on the back. Yeah, that's it. Everything's great. That looks good. The can, like all of them, because I didn't say it in every video, but all of them have a matte finish, and then all the words are like smooth surfaced. It's really, really nice detail. It shows they put effort into it. Let's crack it open. See what we got, shall we? I always get hesitant with a birthday box, because they obviously brewers want to make birthday boxes appeal to everyone. So I get a little worried when, oh Jesus Christ. Whoops. Just wipe that off. Yeah, so I get a little worried with birthday boxes because I am picky with my beers. I like good beers. So, and I do like ones that are out there. So always buying a birthday box is just, I'm always on the edge of it. I'm never sure where to do it. This one I've enjoyed. I think it's brought back my faith in birthday boxes and stuff like that. The one that I'm not going to rant about it, but this has brought back my faith in buying birthday boxes and surprise things like that. Pre-orders and stuff. So let's on with the beer. There it is, jet black beer with it's actually got a nice soapy, bubbly cream, slight tan to it head. Maybe a mocha colour. No, it's lighter than a mocha. Maybe a white coffee colour. But yeah, looks lovely. Let's get a smell and see what we get, shall we? If I can smell it now. Even though I had to sup the head to stop it from overflowing, you can still smell the coffee. Roasted malts as well. It is nice. It's like fresh coffee. Like you've walked into a cafe, not like Starbucks or some shit like that, where it's quick and burnt. I'm talking a proper cafe. Take the time, make a nice coffee. It's like you've walked in there and the first thing you get is that nice coffee smell. Really fresh, really finely ground. Espresso coffee. There's a small sweetness in there from the caramel. It's probably stronger than I think because I've had the taste in my mouth, but it is coffee and caramel that I can smell. It smells great. It's a mouthful for body and carb. carb is super, super light. Body's a medium to full. So far, so good. I'm drinking this at room temperature. I forgot to put it in my fridge. And I wanted to make sure I got these videos out back to back and didn't miss a day with them. Because I know I've got an advent calendar, so I'm doing sort of a build up to Christmas of good beers. And so far, the Salt ones have been perfect for it. So I'm back to backs, except Mondays. Still leave them as AF, even though I don't upload anything. Still technically alcohol free. Right, so body, yeah, it's creamy, it's medium to full, carbonation super, super light, it's velvety. So far, so good. Let's get a big old taste, shall we? Cheers. Oh, that's great. Oh, that is fantastic. Chocolate, dark, and milk. It's nice, sweet, bitter, rich mixture. It's not over of one and under of the other. It's a nice balance of the two. So you got your milk, your dark chocolate, you got roasted coffee, roasted malt, a little bit of like a licorice flavour in there, and then almost this smoky, tobacco-y, woody flavour. I don't really know how to describe, but there's like this smoky smoke flavour. But again, it's very mild, not very bold compared to the coffee, compared to the roasted malt, compared to the chocolate. It's just like an undertone of flavour, but it's still enough and it's still very nice. 8%, well hidden. This is a nice stout. This is a very good stout, this. Very nice. Yeah, I can't fault it. I think it's a fantastic beer. Yeah, it's very flavoured. It's got a nice balance of bitter, rich, dark, and sweet, light, creamy, lighter you know what I mean? Like lighter flavours like milk chocolates and caramels, which is in there, I forgot to mention. There is the caramel. It's not as strong as I thought it was going to be compared to the smell. You do get a hint of like burnt sugar, caramel, molasses, but not over the top. It's not overly sweet. It's more leaning to the dark side of stouts rather than the sweet side of stouts, but it's still enough to sort of remind you that it's there. Pardon me. This is very good. I love it. I think it's great. I think all these beers should be standard, available to buy beers from Salt. They should be. I wouldn't even be mad if they released Nuclear Fog as one of their standard beers now, because it is that good. And Hexagon Project 6, yeah, it was meant to be a limited edition. It's nearly 3 years old. They re-released it for this. It still tastes as good as it did. I wouldn't be mad if all of these beers came out. So, I think with that, I'm going to go away and enjoy this. The birthday box, I'm going to give the birthday box itself a rating, and then I'm going to rate the beer. So, the box, out of 10, I think I'm going to give it a solid 9 out of 10. It's only getting a 9 because, where is I put it? I haven't put it here. I'm a little disappointed with the coasters. I know it's a coaster, whatever, you know, you can get them anywhere, but these are meant to be limited edition, Salt exclusive 5th birthday coasters, and they feel like cheap cardboard. It's the only downside to the box. Everything else is great. The flute, I've never had a flute beer glass before. I love it. I think that's cool. I personally would have had it a little bit bigger, maybe a 2/3 to fit the whole beer in. I wouldn't have to keep pouring it and adding it, but either way, it's still nice. It's a good glass. The beers, all of them have been 9s and 10s, I'm fairly sure. If they haven't, the lowest has been an 8, but I'm fairly sure I've gave them all 9s and 10s. All been absolutely fantastic. I've just paid £45 for this though, so about £6 a can. 6, 12. No, it's not. It's a little more than that actually. £6 a can. Maybe £6.50 a can. A few quid for the glass. I'm just disappointed with them coasters. I thought they'd be a bit more made of something that wouldn't fall apart at the first touch of water, because they're meant to be resistant to, not resistant, but they're meant to stop your table from staining, your sides from staining, and I wouldn't mind if they were a bit more rigid, a bit more, could withstand a bit more, and then I'd just have to wash them to clean them off. I wouldn't mind that, but they just feel disposable. You know, something that you can use once, throw in your bin, which is what Salt release with every box of beer they sell. So when you buy a box of Salt, they'll give you some coasters for free. Really nice, good promotional material. It's, you know, it's something that's disposable. You can get rid of it. It's not going to affect your major income. But for limited editions, I'd want something a little more. Glass, great, I love it. Beers, perfect, can't fault them. I even like the card. Look at the detail on that. You don't get this kind of stuff anymore. It's cool, it's nice. The box itself, it's on my table, but the box is nice. The box feels like it had care put into it, which you don't get anymore. I've had boxes from Vocation where the insides have all ripped and my bottles have been strewn about everywhere. This has had some dedication put into it and time and effort. It's just them coasters. I'm paying 45 quid. Something a little more would be great. But anyway, so yeah, the box overall is getting a 9 out of 10. I don't know, that sounds harsh, but it's a lot of money. The beer, Birthday Cake Stout, that's getting a 10 out of 10. The best beer out of the box, because I've got to give a best beer out of the box, I think it's hands down going to be Nuclear Fog. I know it's already been released. Reviewed it twice now. It got 10s on both of them. It's just so good, and I think I mentioned it. It's basically the perfect tipper ever. It's just hands down the best beer I've ever had, tipper wise. This is a very close second. This new beer is so close at second. It's great. What would I go with next? I'd go with Double Ickett, Tropical Ickett, Double Surge, Origins. I'm basically going tipper, and then everything else is whatever I reviewed first, backwards. But anyway, this is getting a 10 out of 10. It's a great stout. I love it. I can't find a fault in it. I think I just didn't refrigerate it, and that's my own fault. It says store chilled. I didn't store it chilled. That's my own fault, but it's getting a 10, and this is warm. So, anyway, like I said, I'm going to go away and enjoy this. Salt's Birthday Cake Stout at 8% out of 10. It's a 10 out of 10. If you have had it before, please let me know. Let me know what you think, if you like it, if you don't. If you've not had it, I'll leave a link to Salt's website down below. Get this box while you can. It is worth the money. For 5 beers and a glass, it's worth the money. I can't fault it. I'm just a little miffed at the coasters, but that's just me. I'm being fussy at this point. Get them. I don't think they're going to be released again. I think Nuclear Fog is an outlier in things being released again. I don't think any of this stuff's coming out ever again. I think this is the last time, well, first and last time you're ever going to get this, except Nuclear Fog. I think this is going to be the last time you get it. So get it. Pick it all up. It's great. If you like the video, thumbs up, thumbs down, all that usual stuff. If you want to subscribe, consider doing so, because the show must go on, etc., etc., so on and so forth. And I'll see you later.